Here's a bonus video for you. Putting this on a day that's not my normal day, but you'll see when it rains is not the time to ignore your swimming pool. So stay tuned and watch what I do. All right, another thing is it's unbelievably cold today. Here it is, the 1st of August, and I'll show you the screenshot from the Weather Channel. It's 63 degrees. Wow. Hello, welcome back to the pool. Today it's raining. It's been raining for 2 or 3 days, and every time it rains like this, you have a chance of getting algae in the pool. Last year I got hit by the yellow algae, so I'm going to try to take some preemptive steps today and clean this pool and shock it, give it the works. So watch what I do, and maybe this will help you too. All right, let's get this vacuum moving. The sock has caught a lot. All right, so I'm going to check these chemicals now. Just going to do a quick strip because I know what I'm going to do because I'm doing some preemptive work today. But let's just take a quick look at the strip. Dip it in there for 1 second and hold it for about 15. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a couple of the chlorine tablets in. At the same time, I'm going to put in a couple of cups of baking soda. And then the last thing I'm going to do, and probably needs this anyway, but I'm going to do it because of all this rain, is I'm going to shock this pool. Even though it looks crystal clear, that can change overnight. You know, it's cold right now. The high today in Georgia is supposed to be 69 degrees, which would be a record low. And it is, it's cold and wet out here. But I'm going to be proactive about this stuff, you know, get it going. So I don't want to have this algae, so I'm going to do everything I can to keep from having it. And that's the start. All right, so what I do with these is I put them right in my skimmer basket. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. And I wouldn't recommend it if you don't leave your pool filter running all the time. Ours runs 24 hours a day because after last year, it's just not worth it to turn it off, especially when it's been 90-something degrees. Now that it's in the 60s, we might can afford to do that, but we're probably not going to. So I put my chlorine tablets right in the skimmer. If you don't want to, don't do it. That's personal choice. Bug. Okay, vacuum's in the pool. I've got the chemicals checked. I know what to do. I've put my chlorine tabs in. Next is some baking soda. Even with the rain, I'm adding a little water in because our pool water was low. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shock the pool with this stuff right here. It's been good pretty so far. This bag right here will treat 13,500 gallons. I've got about a 36,000 gallon pool, but I'm only going to use 2 because it is cool, and my chemicals were pretty much perfect this morning. So let's shock this thing with 2 bags of this. I'll do one around this side and one around the other side, putting a little more in the deep end and staying close to the side as you go around. Okay, the last step I'm going to do today, and it's one you probably don't want to even think about doing when it's raining, but it's very important. You don't want to have any kind of leaves or anything like that in your swimming pool. That can cause you problems. So I'm going to grab this net, I'm going to put my hood on, I'm going to go out here, and because there is some stuff at the bottom of the pool, there's a little bit on top, but the stuff at the bottom I need to get. So let's get it first. All right, what I've got right now is right on the main drain, there's some leaves down there. I'm going to get those up. It was pretty much impossible to see it with the rain. Come here. I got one of them. Get this stuff off the bottom of your pool. All right, so now I'm just going to hit the areas that algae likes to hide with the pool brush. So let's see what happens. There's a little trash down at the bottom here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push it towards the main drain, try to get it filtered out that way. like down at the bottom where you got a fold. Get the brush right side up here. Pool's really clean. There was a couple of spots. I haven't been here in a couple of days, unfortunately. Let's get this a little bit right there. Okay, I got some stuff here on the steps. It's not algae, it's just trash. So let's get that down there, and maybe this Y-bot can pick some of that up. Don't see anything else. It looks pretty clean right now. All right, I've done everything that I possibly can. There is one other thing that I'm going to do. I have this algae guard. Not that I have it, but as a preventative measure, I'm going to pour it in here. Now, it says this is a 28-ounce bottle. And it says 20 ounces will do a 10,000 gallon pool. So really I would need about 3 of these to treat this big of a pool. But I've only got one, so I'm gonna just go ahead, I've got it, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there. Hopefully it's enough to prevent, and I'll pick up a couple of more. But I will say this, I used some of this last year when I had my yellow algae outbreak, and it didn't touch it. There is another algaecide called yellow out that hits that, and basically you kill the algae, the stuff floats to the bottom, then you have to vacuum it out and get it out through your filter. If you've got enough water in, you know, it's good to vacuum it and just shoot your water out wherever you backwash or whatever, you know, because it's hard for this stuff to even get filtered. But I'm gonna go pour this in right now. But yeah, let me go get my coat back on. I was trying to dry out. Okay, I'm gonna start out by pouring just a little bit up here at the stairs, because this is one of those areas it likes to get. All right, now just a little bit directly on this ladder. Okay, now I'm gonna go around the deep end, focusing kind of just on the sides, and it'll go down to these cracks. Okay, hopefully this will work. Remember, I am not a pool specialist. this is what I'm doing and trying. Pour a little more right in here. Just let it now go out in there. This really is bluish. We'll see. I mean, I know if it turns yellow, I know what I got to do. All right, so let's see if that works. I did everything. I'm going to try to prevent it. It seems like every year after we have a big rain like this right here, I don't know if it's stuff that's blowing off of these trees behind me there or whatever, but last year I let it get out of hand and it took me 3 weeks to get it fixed. So I do not want that yellow algae back, and I'm going to try to keep any algae away. I want to keep this pool water good and clear. So anyway, hopefully you will find something here, a tip or whatever. Remember, I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy who's trying to keep his pool clean. But anyway, hopefully you found something that can help you, and I hope you have a good, clear pool. And you know, if you find anything that you like on this, how about click the like button, subscribe to our channel, Living Life with Jerry and Mel. If you have any suggestions, comments, or anything like that that might could help me, I would appreciate it if you'd leave those down in the comments below. Otherwise, here's to hoping you have a good, clean pool, and we'll see you next time on Living Life with Jerry and Mel.